The 18th century witnessed the meteoric rise of the Maratha Confederacy. This powerful empire, forged from the rugged Deccan Plateau, challenged the decaying Mughal rule. Shivaji Maharaj, a visionary leader, laid the foundation for Maratha dominance. His successors, imbued with his military acumen and administrative skills, expanded the Maratha realm. The Marathas' formidable cavalry and guerrilla warfare tactics made them a force to be reckoned with. Their rise inevitably brought them into conflict with another rising power in the subcontinent, the British East India Company. The British East India Company, initially traders seeking profits, gradually became embroiled in Indian politics. Their ambition for territorial control clashed with the Maratha desire for expansion and independence. The East India Company, with its growing military might and shrewd diplomacy, saw the Marathas as a major obstacle to their ambitions. The Marathas, proud of their heritage and military prowess, were determined to resist any threat to their sovereignty. This clash of interests culminated in a series of 3 major wars that would shape the destiny of India.
The First Anglo-Maratha War was sparked by a succession dispute in the Maratha Peshwa's family. The British, sensing an opportunity, intervened in support of one of the claimants.
This interference was met with fierce resistance from the Marathas. The Battle of Wajjaon, a resounding Maratha victory, showcased our military skill and determination.
However, the war concluded with the Treaty of Salbai in 1782. This treaty, while recognizing the Peshwa's authority, allowed the British to maintain their presence in certain territories. It proved to be a temporary truce in a long and bitter struggle. The period between the First and Second Anglo-Maratha Wars was marked by shifting alliances and internal strife within the Maratha Confederacy. The British, exploiting these divisions, strengthened their position through strategic alliances with various Maratha chiefs. This period of maneuvering and political intrigue set the stage for the next major confrontation. The Marathas, weakened by internal disputes, were ill-prepared for the renewed British aggression that was to follow. Section 5, the Second Anglo-Maratha War, from 1803 to 1805, marked a period of aggressive British expansion and Maratha resistance. This war was a significant chapter in the history of colonial India, showcasing the determination of the Maratha Confederacy to protect their sovereignty against the encroaching British Empire. The Second Anglo-Maratha War witnessed a more aggressive British expansionist policy under my leadership. The British East India Company, driven by the ambition to dominate the Indian subcontinent, employed advanced military strategies and superior weaponry to overpower the Maratha forces. The British, leveraging their military superiority, utilized their well-trained infantry, artillery and cavalry to gain an upper hand in the conflict. Their ability to coordinate large-scale military operations and their strategic use of alliances played a crucial role in their success. And alliances with rival Maratha factions achieved significant victories. These alliances were often forged through promises of power and territory, creating divisions within the Maratha Confederacy and weakening their unified resistance. The battles of Assaye and Argham, led by Arthur Wellesley, were pivotal moments in the war. Wellesley's leadership and tactical brilliance were instrumental in securing British victories in these crucial battles. Who would later become the Duke of Wellington, demonstrated his military prowess and laid the foundation for his future successes in Europe, demonstrated the growing power of the British Army. The disciplined and well-coordinated British forces showcased their ability to adapt to different combat scenarios, further solidifying their dominance in the region. The Treaty of Surji and Jangan in 1803 further eroded Maratha independence, marking a significant shift in the balance of power. This treaty forced the Marathas to accept British terms, leading to the cession of vast territories and the establishment of British control over key regions, forcing them to cede vast territories to the East India Company. The loss of these territories not only diminished Maratha power, but also paved the way for further British expansion, setting the stage for the eventual establishment of British rule over the entire Indian subcontinent. Section 6, Consolidation of Power, the British East India Company's growing influence. Following their victory in the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the British East India Company emerged as the paramount power in India. They dissolved the Maratha Confederacy and annexed large swathes of territory. The Mughal emperor, once a figurehead, became a virtual prisoner of the company. The company's policies focused on consolidating their control and maximizing revenue collection. This period saw the establishment of a complex administrative apparatus and the expansion of British legal and economic systems. Section 7, the Third Anglo-Maratha War, 1817 to 1818, the fall of a confederacy. This war was a pivotal moment in Indian history, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter under British rule. The Third Anglo-Maratha War marked the final chapter in the long struggle between the Marathas and the British. It was a series of conflicts that ultimately led to the disintegration of the Maratha Confederacy, a powerful coalition that had dominated much of India for over a century.
The war saw us, the Marathas, make a desperate last stand against the overwhelming might of the British Army. Our warriors fought with unparalleled bravery and determination, knowing that the very survival of our confederacy was at stake. The battles were fierce and the losses were heavy, but our spirit remained unbroken.
Despite their valiant efforts, they were defeated in a series of battles, including the Battle of Koregan. This battle in particular became a symbol of our resistance and courage. The Maratha soldiers, though outnumbered and outgunned, fought with such tenacity that their legacy continues to inspire future generations. The capture of Peshwa Baji Rao II in 1818 effectively ended the Maratha Empire. His surrender marked the collapse of the last significant Indian power that could challenge British supremacy in the region. It was a moment of profound change as the British solidified their control over the Indian subcontinent. The British dissolved the Peshwa's office and annexed the remaining Maratha territories. This act not only signified the end of the Maratha rule, but also the beginning of a new administrative era under British governance. The annexation was a clear demonstration of British dominance and their ability to reshape the political landscape of India. The fall of the Maratha Confederacy was a turning point that paved the way for the establishment of the British Raj, which would rule India for the next century and a half. Section 8. Aftermath and Legacy. British hegemony and the Maratha spirit. The Maratha Wars had a profound impact on India's history. They resulted in the establishment of British hegemony over the Indian subcontinent, marking the beginning of British colonial rule. The Maratha defeat led to the dismantling of their once powerful empire and the subjugation of its people. However, the Maratha spirit of resistance and their legacy of valor continued to inspire generations of Indians in their struggle against colonial rule. Section 9. Conclusion: the enduring significance of the Maratha Wars. The Maratha Wars represent a pivotal chapter in Indian history. These conflicts, which spanned several decades, were not just battles for territory, but were emblematic of a larger struggle for power and control over the Indian subcontinent. The Marathas, known for their strategic acumen and formidable military tactics, were a force to be reckoned with. They marked the end of an era of indigenous rule and the beginning of British colonialism. The British East India Company, with its superior resources and strategic alliances, managed to subdue the Marathas, leading to a significant shift in the political landscape of India. This transition laid the groundwork for nearly 2 centuries of British dominance in the region. The wars showcased the Marathas' military prowess and their valiant struggle for independence. Their innovative guerrilla warfare tactics and the leadership of figures like Shivaji Maharaj and later Peshwas were instrumental in their initial successes. Despite their eventual defeat, the Marathas left an indelible mark on Indian history. Their defeat, while a tragic loss, served as a catalyst for the rise of Indian nationalism. The fall of the Maratha Empire highlighted the need for unity among the diverse princely states and communities of India. It ignited a sense of collective identity and resistance against foreign rule, which would later culminate in the Indian independence movement. The memory of the Maratha Empire and their fight against foreign domination continues to resonate in India today. Festivals, monuments, and cultural events celebrate their legacy, reminding us of their contributions to India's rich history. The Maratha spirit of resilience and bravery is still celebrated and serves as an inspiration for many. The Maratha Wars serve as a reminder of the importance of unity, leadership, and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. They teach us valuable lessons about the strength that comes from unity and the importance of strategic leadership. In modern India, the legacy of the Marathas is evident in the continued fight for justice, equality, and self-determination. Their story is a testament to the enduring human spirit and the relentless pursuit of freedom and dignity.